We've had the Metro Card Classic, 2 world's first in one comp, 4 new skates revealed by USD, and Latimer's even had a go on a pair. Razor's changed the Colt, Leffy's jumped a train track, and Eugen's taken style advice from John McEnroe.
You cannot be serious!
Let's get into it. All the stunts are performed by professionals, do not attempt this yourself. Starting the thing off swinging, man. Leffy, Mesmer and Coburn released Amsterdam the first days.
Oh, shit.
The thing is raw and feels pretty gritty. Leffy looks like he's up for skating absolutely anything. He's got that kind of like youthful, mischievous approach where if you put something in front of him and he thinks he can get a slide out of it, he's gonna try. He just wants to know what it feels like to grind that thing or to roll on that thing. And it doesn't matter if it's not your traditional setup. He's just thinking, I can get something out of this and I'm gonna give it a go. And it's that kind of approach that provides loads of interesting trick and spot combinations. He is of course more than capable of taking on the traditional spots as well, hitting the kinks and doing drops. There's a really sick gap over a train track to a big forward there, and a petrifying drop-in onto a wafer-thin ledge.
Finally, monsieur, a wafer-thin mint.
Creativity, fleet-footedness, and generally him just being an animal. It's a well-rounded edit with something in there for everyone. Anthony Poitier is handy on the skates and handy with a welding gun. Him and his pals have created what looks like a scrap heap challenge skate park. It has got all manner of rails. It's like somebody's gone completely mad on a park editor for a computer game. Over the weekend he hosted the Street Republic and it looked wild. Certain French skaters love a spin and love a flip, and that's exactly what they ordered up, getting 2 world's first in the process. Diaby stepped up with a soul, cork 900 spinning the hard way off the rail. Then Julien Cudot did a topsoul cork 900. Unbelievable, man. Even if you don't like that style of skating, it is completely bananas. It's been a year since Yuto last had a pro skate and roughly about the same amount of time since his last full street edit, which was filmed in Sydney by Carson Boysen, backed up by Don West. While he's been in New York for the comps, he's been seen skating a new blue M12 with a dark blue smoke effect sole plate and a blue frame, a denim-like vibe to the things, and potentially another pro skate for him. I hope he does the edit in a full Canadian tuxedo, and if it's anything like the previous one, we'll be in for a treat. The Metro Card Classic happened the other weekend. We'll get into that a little bit later. MK has pulled out the sac magique.
Sac magique, sac magique.
Revealing 4 new skates. The other month pics leaked of Witzemann skates. Luckily they didn't go too far before they were taken down. You would have seen him skating them at the comps in New York, and they were officially announced the other day, and they look great.
Hold on.
Witzy? What's this Witzy thing, man? Does anybody actually call him that? Pretty sure I've never heard anybody refer to him as Witzy like. Or is MK like just trying to pull a fast one? Because I'm pretty sure Witzy means jokes in German, doesn't it? Buzzing for him that he's got the skate, and it feels like the whole community were asking for it. When I put it to a vote, you voted his skate as your favourite out of the 4 that have just been revealed. It's definitely a smart move by USD. I think a few people were like ragging on them because they were just giving out loads of legacy skates.
Make some useful, like a butt plug.
Now they're like starting to usher in the new generation. It comes in a beige and brown colourway and was actually inspired by Mikkel's favourite Clarence Core Eggs packaging, the Braddock White and the Burford Browns. People have made comparisons to Neil's Fifth Elements, and you know, that's just a crack, isn't it? Like, colours is colours. At least you've got some options now if you like those colourways, you know, like different fit, different aesthetic, whatever you're into. Instead of people being like, oh, roces are copying them, roces can come out now and be like, hang about, USD are copying us. Really cool to see Witzemann put his touch on the design of these skates with the help of Kenneth, like separate them from the other models of Sway skates out there. He's gone for a riveted cuff where more commonly the Sways have bolts for the cuffs, and he said his reason for it is simply the simplicity of the look, clean and uncomplicated. Also, it will never fall out. Lol. Voting wise, people seem to prefer the bolted cuff I back the riveted cuff and the reasons for choosing it. Personally, I don't really ever change my cuffs anyway, so I'm not really bothered about customization. I do understand there are pros and cons, like with the LEM skates, like you can do high-low with the thing. Some people don't just want to colour customise, they actually want like different brands of cuffs. And I wonder, like with a lot of people preferring the bolted cuff, is there a market for like, you know, different hardness of cuff as well? That would be like more of a reason to buy a cuff than say the colour, I reckon. But what do you reckon? He's also got shot of that little hook that can sometimes get smashed to smithereens, and the 45-degree strap option, which makes the skate look cleaner again. It says it's an upgraded sole plate, and he's actually moved the USD logo off the sole plate onto the boot, again making that look cleaner. The MyFit prime liners have also been reworked, and it's boot only. A good skate and some really nice changes. I'm looking forward to that edit, and he's also been filming out in Philly with the Basement Boys, so expect something special, I reckon. Sam Crofts has got his 4th Pro Aeon, and having seen these things in real life, I can tell you they are absolutely stunning, man. Pictures don't do them justice. Like, I've never really been that fussed about Aeons, but seeing these things, I was like, that is a really nice looking skate, man. Colourway is absolutely beautiful. His best looking Aeon, and in my opinion, the best looking Aeon that's ever been released. It's kind of like this bone, kind of like natural colour. Sam actually talked about a similar colourway sample they did about 2.5 years ago.
Originally, I wanted a sort of nice off-white creamy colour. I don't know, like somewhere between like a Fredericks Throne and like a Feinberg Throne kind of colour, like not kind of grey off-white colour. And it came and it was like this, a bogey colour, cute coloured Cyrus. I wasn't feeling it, basically.
They seem to have solved the colour issue now. The liner has his Fox logo like detailed on parts of it, like the varying tones are really well done. It's just a quality skate, and Sam always goes in for his promo edits, so I expect this one's going to be pretty nutty as well. About 1.5 years ago, Matthias was on Jan's podcast.
We have 25 years coming up for USD next year, so we were planning some special skates again and releases, so have been in contact with some of the older guys. And the nice thing is also, which got the most delay because there's problems finding we lost all the shoe molds for Shadow, but also talking actually to Dustin Latimer about history, 25 years Shadow, real Shadow skate, with all the natural and old parts for him.
We got the Sagona Sways and the Feinberg Aeons, and now we have got the Dustin Latimer Xsjado Shadows. When people found out about this, they were frothing from the mouth. It's based on his first pro model, Shadow, which was designed by him and Shane Coburn, with Sullivan helping to bring it to fruition. It has the colourway of Dustin's favourite classic frame. They've used a Kaiser frame to replicate the Mook, and it comes with foot wraps, which kind of look like those Slazenger shoes you can get from Sports Direct, or probably actually more accurately, it kind of looks like a little shoes that you use for rock climbing. There was a lad that used to work at Rampworks who swore by the Mooks. The suggestion of using any other frame would send him off the edge, man. He was like, no way, every other frame's pathetic. Get the Mooks on. Doesn't matter what kind of skating you're in, you go up to him and be like, I might fancy the vert today. Use the Mooks, mate, perfect for it. I'm actually a bit of a speed skater. The Mook is the fastest frame you can get, mate. I'm actually a skateboarder, mate, but have you tried to kick flip a Mook, mate? Get them trucks off as well. Get a couple of pairs of Mooks on there, man. I've come to play five-a-side football. Get a Mook frame down your socks, best shin pads you'll ever have. And if that doesn't work for you, get them on top of your boots, man. Best curl you'll ever experience, man. Is there gonna be a promo edit? It'd be nice to see some footage of him out there like using the things. I kind of wouldn't even care what he was really doing, just having a cruise about on them and maybe chatting about them would be quite nice. He has got a pair, it looks like he has been using them. There was sort of recent footage, him skating with Chad Hornish, but no expectations really. What I think would be actually like really good would be like him sitting down with Shane Coburn to talk like all about Shadow, like talk about its origins, like talk about the vision with it, like what he liked about them, like his thoughts on the new skate and stuff like that. That would be really cool. Like have that maybe even documentary style, or maybe do something like more relaxed. relaxed where they are, like at a skate park, like just like cruising around. You could do a whole separate thing with Jumpstreet podcast where you do like a deep dive into like his whole career and everything like that. Get Shane on there as well, because I bet he's got some like great stories about medium and mind game, but we'll have to just see what happens. USD also revealed what I believe is a team shadow skate, but I mean, when he released the Dustin Latimer Shadow, like, that overshadows the team shadow.
Oi, 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 yeah. Oi, 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 yeah.
Let's see what the prices is going to be. Nice one to iRoll down in the trenches, getting all these pics and getting them out to the people so they know what's going on. These were all taken at the Metro Card Classic. Things there kicked off with a session at the newly reopened Brooklyn Banks. You had Jimmy Sis going off, you had Zach Savage, Amber Rivera, Eugen, Witzemann. They were all getting stuck into it, and there was a really healthy turnout as well. That was then followed up with the Boschi Poke skate off. Now normally this happens in Uptown, but they wanted a change of scene because they felt like maybe people were getting a bit bored of the same location all the time. They had actually planned to put it where the Invitational ended up, and the Invitational was going to be had where they originally had it like 10 years ago. Unfortunately there was construction going on, but with a little bit of quick thinking, a bit of juggling around, things were moved, and it didn't seem to have any like negative effect on the event because it looked utterly brilliant. So the BPSO was at the William Doherty playground. Skating went from area to area. It looks like loads of good skating went down. Chino took the win, Jimmy took second, and Zach took third. The NYC Invitational was the next day, and it felt like Lausanne 1996 or something. You know, you had a few ramps in there, bit of DIY, few sketchy obstacles, man, looked really exciting. They went for a round format, so you had 4 rounds. You had the grind box, you had the quarter with the kicker grinder thing, you had the P-rail and car kicker combo, and then you had the car with the rail on the top. Skaters could pick and choose what rounds they wanted to skate in, and although it was pretty rowdy, it seemed like there was a fairly like relaxed vibe. It was more of like a session than some sort of like hardcore aggressive competition. Eugen won round 1, Broskow won round 2, Bolino won round 3, and Eugen won round 4. He looked like he was on a mission the whole day. He was possessed by the spirit of John McEnroe circa 1981, like volleying tricks all over the place, like, and after he landed that 450 Royale on the car rail, he was threatening the thing like it had wronged him or something. There was loads of great skating throughout the event. Yandriel was getting really stuck in, man. A few times he looked like he was going to war, man. The Disco Enforcer has arrived. I thought Bolino was trying to swanton bomb Broskow. Broskow did a little like horse gallop turbo boost, and then once the thing was done, everybody went full Street Fighter mode on the car. Just absolutely mad. Imagine being a passerby and going down there. Oh, rollerblading contest is it? You see Eugen, you look the other direction, you see Yandriel, right? And then the crowd clears a bit and everybody's smashing up a car. Who are these bad motherfuckers? Post the event, it looks like a lot of the Mesmer crew have stayed there. Looks like they're filming another project. Hopefully we see the results of that soon. I mentioned it like just pure chance the other week about Mesmer doing jeans, but I've actually spotted a pair. They look decent, so hopefully these are not just like a custom sample for them, and we'll be seeing them soon as well. If you are in the market for jeans, it looks like a fair few people have picked up those Plomo Duro ones, so they're worth checking out. Dead and Basement have come together on some collaborative wheels. There's actually 7. You've got pink, yellow, blue, and anti-rockers in green. They've got the sizes and hardness covered for you. There was a promo video to go with the thing, but it seems like they had some issues with the music that was being used. Hopefully they can sort that. I know a bit of the footage has started to like drip through to Instagram, so we might just have to see it that way. Basement have also teamed up with Joe Atkinson to film an edit at FDR, one of the best DIY parks going. Joe's skating is captivating, particularly in bowls and on transition. There's a fluidity and authority to his skating that's only achieved from decades of dedication to the craft. The way he can utilise every inch of transition is ruddy spectacular. He isn't just a skater that has tricks, he's exceptional at just skating. There is of course loads of great manoeuvres in there, a thread the needle that seems to be a nod to Colin Kelso who helped on the filming, and it's probably just coincidence, but vert legend Sesamora was recently talking about how cool inverts were, but how they were slowly being forgotten, and then Joe goes and pops out a few in this edit. Really interesting to see a Basement perspective on Joe's skating transition. Make sure you check this one out. Moonshine have gone sick for the Dennis Lopez wheels, man. 62/98 wheel that comes in a coffin. It's also got a red velvet bag and a wooden stake Allen wrench keychain. That is spotty dog, man. The details on it are excellent as well. You've got the reimagined Moonshine logo on the velvet bag. It says Dennis Lopez on the coffin. It says Moonshine and Lopez on the stake. Absolutely brilliant, man. I love the thought and effort that's gone into that product release. Do you ever remember those creepy coffin banks where the little like skeleton hand came out and like took the money away as you put it on top of the coffin? Like, imagine one of them for wheels though. You put the wheels on there and the skeleton comes out and takes it away. Although that kind of doesn't really make much sense, because like if you are taking your wheels off your skate, that's probably because they're done. But if there's some way for like the skeleton to like push the wheels out, that'd be good. The edit has a very intense soundtrack. But I like it when people throw in a curveball like that, do something a little bit different. The skating is great, full of style, loads of little intricate manoeuvres, a promo worth checking out. Jumbo are back in the swing of things and they've just released Calen Benevides. Jumbo have used a really cool format, starts with an intro of his skating, then goes into an interview, then there's like an edit at the end. They've blended the interview with the skate footage really, really well. Feels seamless, it feels natural, like feels like a proper like cohesive piece of content. There's always a danger when you do things like this that like the interview is going to clash with the footage and it doesn't really make sense together, but this has worked out really, really well. I can't wait to see more of this format. You get to see his skating, you get to know a bit more about his personality. I think it's great, and then like a real like piece of valuable stuff for rollerblading. Nice one, Jumbo. Rest in peace to the classic Razor's Colt backside plate and sole plate combination. You were iconic and you were my favourite feature of the Razor's Colt. You will be missed. Not to fret though, because the new one-piece sole kit kind of sounds like it's taken everything that was good about it and then made it even better. It's got the classic Colt appeal, they've increased the materials around the outer and the inner, giving you more balance and longer lasting grinding surface. There's a felt footprint with adhesive included to help dampen sound and vibration, and it's utilising Razor's premium plastic. It sounds like an improvement, although some modifications to the mounting holes will be required. Always the way with rollerblading, it's never like completely straightforward. Things just don't work. You've always got to go in there and do a little bit yourself, but yeah, whatever. That's what rollerblading's like, and they do look good and like an improvement. Sticking with Razors and a Razors rider, Jordan Williams posted up Sinkhole brackets 30. This is a video celebrating his 30th birthday. Some really cool skating in there, nice little style on him. I like the tricks he does. Another age-themed edit, you've got John Sullivan and 40. This one's for his 40th birthday, obviously. He has chalked up 26 years of skating. And in this edit, he has put together for you. He is skating in 100+ degrees. He has gone out there, put in the effort for you and his 40th birthday. 26 years under the belt, he has got a solid style, he's got some great tricks on him, and it's definitely worth a watch. Kev is a man dedicated to growing the future stars of rollerblading. He has got a little army going on there of like super stylish, ridiculously good young skaters who will soon enough just take over rollerblading. And in between all that, he's making edits himself. This one's called just #4 from what I understand of it. Really nice skate spots, absolutely loves a fish brain, ticking all the boxes for me with the talks, and a whole host of other lovely tricks in there. Another one definitely worth a watch. Big shout out to Connor Pierce, who unfortunately had his skates chewed to bits by a badger. Like, he's not looking for like any money, there's no like crowdfunder or anything like that, but you know, just send him a nice message to make sure he's doing all right. Huge thank you to my Patreons and channel members. Your support is keeping this channel going. Here's a couple of other videos you can watch until the next one comes out, and I'll see you again soon. Spotty Dog.